It's me, MattyG, and this is a new season. I believe it's season 7 now in the Premier League, so it's about time we are definitely. The end goal is to aim for the top 4 and get a Champions League place. If we don't win the Champions League, I believe we are in the Champions League this year. We qualified it by winning the UEFA, whatever it was, Conference League, or do we just go up one? I'm not sure how that works. I'll be brutally honest. But we're here. So first things first, let's customise the club. We're going to change kit sponsors this year. Or do we? Because that's quite. Oh no, actually, it looks good on there until you actually see it. We're going to go Nike because I like that design. So we're going to go Nike. Nike is going to be our shirt sponsor. Right, Nike. So that's what I'm going to go with. And then for our third kit, which is, I know it's green, we're going to try and, is there a brighter green? I'm just going to try and brighten that green up a little bit this time round, make it a little different. We're looking for the Nike logos. Where are you, Nike? Here we go, we're into Nike. Cool. Moving on, custom goalkeeper kit. We are going to go with the blue. Should we go with no? Because that's going to clash with our home kit. What else have we got? Oh, bright red. That doesn't. Oh, it's not bright, but that doesn't clash with our home kits. So there we go. There's going to be the kits this season. Sponsor of the shirt is Nike. Club crest is not going to change. As for the stadium, let's have a look. So we're on Ivy Lane. Can we go up? What would make sense? 2,000 increase. I'm looking at the actual stands. I think we'll go up to the 42-seater stadium. So we've filled in the gaps. We're now a circle all round, connecting stadium, and we've still got room to improve because we could go up to a third tier in the long run. So with that being that, we can advance. Increased everything. We are now very much an established Premier League mid-table side, but we've got to look to improve. So first off, what do we need to do? Well, we have a critical domestic success needed, and that is the Europa League spot, current position 7th, and reach quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Bearing in mind, I think we've only ever got past the round 3 once in 7 seasons. That's going to be a difficult one, but we'll see. We'll reach the final of the Europa League, so we're in the Europa League, not the Champions League. Fair enough. We'll sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with the potential of overrating, blah, blah, blah. And long term, within 2 seasons, there are at least 2 players from the Youth Academy, signs the first team player, blah, blah, blah. Band exposure, sign 2 players of a different nationality from one of your club. So basically 2 non-English players. And financial, within 2 seasons, sign 2 crucial players and make a profit of 54 million. We should be good on this front. That shouldn't be too difficult, right? So, as always, I have done a little bit of due diligence. Unfortunately, there is but one on the whole of my list that I could find that was a free agent that would even be worth. So our rule of 3 is now a rule of 2 because we're going to sign one and there's no one else available. So it is what it is, but he's 18, he looks good, and his value is quite high as well. So we're going to sign straight away. My controller is a bit clicky. Let me echo out a bit, and it's fine. Right, so yeah, you're certainly not getting crucial. Rotation should suit you perfectly fine. I'll give you a 5-year deal, not a problem. Absolutely fine. This is working out wondrously. Let's remove all of these restraints. I want to keep as much cash flow as we can, but I am willing to bump you up to 35 Gs. It's quite reasonable. And he's happy. Did anyone catch how much money we've got? Because I didn't. I should have checked. But anyway, here he goes. Louise Brommarga Turner. Target? Apparently he's not good enough, but he's fine. He's not meant to be number 1. Before we check the rest of the short list I've got, I really should be checking our finances, which sit at 86 million at present. Right, okay, so now we can have a little brief look. I'm not going to make any signings straight away because Warner's down, get the squad down a little. We'll have a look at that in a minute as well. Again, midfield, we've got a position here that's really good. So the only problem is these wages. They're ridiculously high, okay? That's the stumbling block. Endrick is still my number one target when it comes to being an out-and-out goal scorer. I know who we got, but I want Endrick. I've wanted him for a long time. So, yeah, there's some very expensive targets out there. Peters being another one. I wanted to pair him with his former partner. That could be doable this season alone. He's a good target that we could go for. Cruz, another left-sider that we wanted before, but the previous team wouldn't sell him. They kept saying he's unavailable. They're not going to sell him at any price. And then all of a sudden, bang, they sold him to Liverpool. Really grinds my gears, as they say. So yeah, we've got loads of targets, right backs, left wings, such and so forth. There is a couple of centre backs like this 21-year-old En Abate from Arsenal. 57 million, so he's going to be a bit of a pricey signing possibly. 21, 84, he may be a good bet. And then obviously we've got some lower valued players that could make the jump as well. I still can't believe Newton hasn't improved. That to me is insane. We had him in our last save and he was absolutely fantastic. However, he's not in this one and he's now 25 and that low. Sorry mate, see ya. Right. That being said, let's move on to our squad. As you can see, we've got 43 players. That's quite a lot, right? Yes, that's it. Yes, Carbell is moving. And we're getting that other goalkeeper. I'm pretty certain that was it. Anyhow, let's forget that for the minute. Because we have an absolute bunch of players on transfer list, etc., etc., etc. Loads that are showing potential, others like transfer listed here. Lopez is not transfer listed. But where's our new signing? He's to a transfer listed. Yeah, there we go. There's the new signing. He's 18. So Lopez will probably be added to the loan list because we've got a new person to cover. I think that's the only other newbie. They're all. I mean, I've been through this and I've pretty much transferred everyone we don't need at the club. Although, yeah, we're open to offers. As you see, I've transferred Peary. I've transferred a lot of people. I've put a lot of people out on loan. It kind of depends on their position, their age, and what we think we could do with them, and how desperately I want money to improve the squad. So. Pretty much a lot of players that, I mean, you look at El Barker, he's probably going to be a worldie later on down the line. But we just need cash flow at the minute. Webster didn't improve last season. Well, he did. He improved by 1, but I expected him to make a bigger jump and he didn't. So, yeah, things can change at any point. It includes strikers, obviously. But who knows what will happen down the line. So, last but not least, we better to the old. Let's see if we can get another trainer in. No. Coach management. There we go. Coach management. Let's just see. Can we hire another trainer yet? We can hire one position. Right. Cool. We've got expert in attack. We have an expert in midfield. Don't have it in there, but we've got plenty of goalkeepers anyway. I'm thinking Hussein in midfield would be a good shot. I'll add 5. Give me a grand total of 15 there. So we are improving slowly. They're all 5s now, aren't they? So yeah, there's nothing I can do throughout the season now. I can't get better than what I've got. I mean, yes, I could find a better expert in defence. But as you can see, if we look at the top left-hand corner, grab my mouse off charge, bring that over. Just around here, the open positions. This is what we need to go up in the world in order to sign better coaches or more coaches, which is what we need. So I'm hoping if we don't complete all our targets this season, I'm hoping next season that will still add more staff capacity. However, we've improved. That's what we like to see. So yeah, cool. Right, let's get cracking and see what happens. I think that's the name of the game. So we'll advance from there. Drum roll. Drum roll. This is the update. It's changed it slightly, hasn't it? It's a bit weird. I don't know if I like the update yet, but it is what it is. They will update games. It's kind of role reversed how all this works, which is fine for me. Let's see, like we've got E# was approached. Blah, blah, blah. Right, unread emails. That's the one we want. This should... Pre-contract arrival. Is that Robin Mikel has been completed? I believe that's the Carabao change, yeah. Okay, right, cool. So if I go to squads quickly, because I want to make sure. Yes! So we got the goalkeeper, the one of the world's best. I think he is the best goalkeeper in the world currently. 6'4", Robin Mikel. He is our new number one. That makes Morgan our backup. What a number one though. 95 rated. Absolutely fantastic. So one transfer done, and it didn't cost me a penny this year anyway. I think just double check. We still should have 84 million. Perfect. Okay, right. Well, yeah, I'm going to go through all these transfer hub offers we've received, which is only 2, so we might as well do that before we disappear. E#, they're offering 18.9 million. Is that his buy? Has he got a buyout clause for 18.9 million? No actions available. They automatically accepted 18.9 million then. Hold on, what? I need to check this, because that doesn't make sense. Yeah, squad hub. Finance. No one's running out of contract yet. So, let's go value. There are market value clauses. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Clauses. 57 mil for Fryer. That's not a bad price actually. Yeah, 18.9 million for Sharp. Well, I'll never. I mean, I could offer him a new. I mean, nah. We'll let him go. I think we'll let him go for that. So there is another club in for him. So I'm going to negotiate. I'm going to just round it to 19. They'll say no anyway. But, I think. Oh, hang on. Can we do it? Let's just do the same, right? They get one opportunity to match it. They don't. We can reject it. Job done. There we go. And Andrada. I mean, that seems like a really low offer for a player of his calibre at that age. Yeah, I mean, that's throws a new transfer fee. Yeah, big time. Big time, mate. You should be paying a lot more. Yeah, that's not happening. Why would you let someone like this guy go on the cheap? Maybe I'll have to do some contract changes, tweaks. Maybe they've got like 2 years left or something. I'm not budging from that. And I reject that. Not happening. Not that low a price. Right, well, that's all the deals we're involved in as of the moment. I will jump into the squad and have a look at the contracts on some of the bigger players in a moment, and I shall see you very soon. I found a player. So number 2 of our free agents has arrived. He's right back. I can't believe I missed him in the first time round. Fabio Monteiro. It's lucky I have scouts because I missed him. But yeah, he's an 80 rated right back, and he's coming in. He's happy to play second fiddle, which is even better. So yeah, we've got more room to make more money. That's kind of the upside, really. And I'm going to keep on hunting for new players, which is cool. Ellis Sharp has finally left at 18.9 million to Hamburg. We yeah, we were kept out of that deal, but it's fine because yeah, we've got plenty of coverage at the minute, and we're always looking for more. So currently Friday the 12th of July, 12 days in, no other offers are being made on our players at the minute, and we're still hunting in the market. So keep your eyes out and keep your eyes peeled and keep your eyes watching for the space. Yeah, next, hopefully there will be signings. Hopefully when I say 3, 2, 1, you'll see some signings. That's right, we've got a new signing. It's a star boy, but there's reasons behind it. Hendrick has finally arrived. Our number one target has finally arrived for 162 million. Why? Because we just sold Rookie for 165 million. So we've actually made a little bit of a loss overall on the switch, but an increase in the value. So we've got 90 now. Wage? Okay, yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot. But we've got our number one target, which is always good to see. And we've still got offers on the table. So I'll go through everything in just a second. So since you've been gone, we have Lopez loaned out, and he's gone on loan to Newcastle United for the season. Fayed has been sold for 53 million quid, going to RB Leipzig. 48.5 in the bank for that one. Ziegler was loaned out as well. He's gone to Strasbourg for the season. Thomas, he went out on loan to Everton. That's Arthur Thomas, central defensive midfielder. Perry, the young central midfielder, has finally moved. He's gone to Angers SCO for £16 million. Walker was sold as well. Right back, Hunter Walker, youngster, he got sold for £1 million. Nevret, centre back, we sold him for £19 million. And then just recently, a rookie signed for West Ham United for £165 million. They actually activated his buyout clause, and I thought, do I really want to sell him for that price? So I thought I'll try and negotiate a deal with him. So I went into a deal, and he turned down £190,000 a week wage. So I thought, no, do you know what? Screw it. Screw you. Let's go then. I will just go get my number one target. And that's exactly what we did. We went and bought Hendrick. So I'm not worried in the least. Actually, I'm very happy about it, to be honest. So we're going to crack on. I'll try not to do too many signings until transfer deadline day, so we can have a nice big overall budget to spend. But we do have to replace players as and when. So hold out for that space. It's time to play our first game of the season, but first we have 2 more sales gone through. Chisholm, goalkeeper, we're trying to get him out on loan or for sale. We really weren't fast. And eventually, after turning down multiple loan deals, he's agreed an actual transfer deal to Blackpool for £1.1 million. Reese also went for 770,000 to youth prospects, now out the door, and more cash flow in the bank. That leaves us with our opening game of the season against an Aston Villa side. We haven't done our pre-season team lineup, if you will, but I'm going with a slightly different approach, a mixture today at the moment of sort of secondary and first team. I'd say the core of the team is first team, but we're going to use Morgan, give him one of his last games, and give him a Premier League game to start off with whilst we get our new goalkeeper up and ready to speed. And Leach is going to lead the line to see whether or not he can still perform, because we're getting a few offers in for him. So it may be worth just thinking about, possibly letting him go. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And we do win that 2-0 with Perito scoring and Bustos scoring. Okay, so nice. We have a first win on the board. That's what we like to see. So I'm going to crack on until transfer deadline day, and that's where we're going to see how much money we've got to spend and who is going to be the targets. Okay, it's transfer deadline day with 10 hours remaining. As always, our only sale since last we spoke was £1.8 million for Valete. I believe he was a left back. He's gone to De Alves, so yeah, he's gone. He's out of the game. But we do have some problems. Williams is injured for the next 3 weeks, and we're selling, I forget his name now, our last central defender. We are down to just 2. So on the shopping list was a central defender. Now we desperately do need one. So if I pop to the office first, you'll see we have £174 million in the war kitty to spend. We've got to try and spend that wisely. We do still have offers coming in constantly, like these ones here and here. We're now getting to the point where I'm not even negotiating with them anymore. I'm just accepting them. I just need them gone, pretty much. So, on to the big question at hand, and that is signings. We need signings, and at the moment, I need centre backs. So, yeah, let's have a look of who we have. I've done this the wrong way around, but it's fine. We've actually got a few. We have a few. So it could be Nicole Albate, B. Brian Peters, blah, 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 that one, or Ronnie Clark. They're all a bit pricey. They're all a bit different. They're all a bit special. Which one am I going to go for? We'll see in a minute. I'll see you, and hopefully we will sign one. And that is the aim of the game. So just to let you know, we have got we've made offers that are being thought about for Peters and Albate. I think, to be honest, out of the ones that were there, they were kind of the most that made sense, price wise. Anyway, if we come down. I mean, yeah, the problem is with Clark, 50 million quid, I think it's a little bit too much for an 81. If you look at him, they actually want a lot more than that. The other alternative here is Borgum Munt, and he's reasonably priced, but I don't really want to say his name, or at least I don't want to attempt to say his name. Another person I have been keeping my eye on, though, is E. Schneider. I think Schneider could be a really good asset. The problem is it's the expense. Look at the prices that we're talking. He's only an 83, which kind of, I just don't see it myself. So, yeah, that's not really a thing. And then someone that did want, see, look at his value, right? And you could get him on the cheap. In comparison, that is on the cheap. But we've got a right winger. So, yeah, unless Al's left, I can't see a reason for him to come in. And if we go into my squad and find my boy, where are you? Perito. We can allow offers, but they would have to meet my strict ruling. And where is he? Yes, he's got 340 million release clause. We wouldn't let him go for anything less than 300 million, really. So no one's going to be able to afford him. But moving on, we have rumours as always. Yeah, we have rumours as always, and our latest deals and our top deals. Our top deals of the day is Thomas, left winger, moving from Genk to Arsenal. Bullock, a goalkeeper, moving from Lyon to Brighton for 43 million. And Stanisic, a right back, moving from Udinese, I believe that is, to Parma. I think 30.1 million there. That's hour 10. You'll be seeing hour 9. Normally I go to hour 5, but as we're waiting for some replies, you will see hour 10. Oh, we have a sale. Ian Bean has gone for 560,000. I think I used him in part of the deal. That could be worrying. We've got some unread messages. Let's take a look. Bean has been sold. Yeah, I thought as much. They're not happy with the offers. Okay, back to the drawing board. We have a new signing. Peters. I mean, there's no way I'm going to hide the fact. We got a centre-back. We knew we were going to get centre-back. But Peters is joining the club. Why? Why did we choose Peters? Well, it's not that we chose Peters. He's the only one that came with a reasonable... They agreed a fee, eventually. Reasonable negotiations. And that was 130 million. So, yeah, 130 million pounds, which I think's a really good price. It's a little bit over his market value. They weren't going to budge any lower. I did try. So Peters is going to come in. So we're going to have plenty of positions up there. We've got 4 up 4 in the middle now for the centre backs. Yeah, I think he's going to do well. He's going to partner his old partner that were at Borussia Dortmund as well. So I'm reasonably happy. Whereas a bet, well, ignore that. It wasn't 22 million, I promise you. So I offered 52, I think it was, and they came back with an offer of swapping Horn for him plus 30 million. And I thought, hey, that's not on you. You're basically valuing my player like 20 million quid. And I weren't happy. So I thought, well, I'll do the deal, but I'll knock it down a bit. I thought 22, that's still underrating my player a little bit, but yeah, that's fair enough, right? Apparently no. Apparently no. That was it. They drew the line and rejected it. So yeah, we managed to save a wee bit of cash on the original deal. That's going to smash today's record. That's going to put us top Peter's signing from Borussia Dortmund to Crappy FC for 130 million. And Bremer's on there now, centre back, age 33, moving to 33 years old. Wow. And he still commands a 67.4 million transfer to Manchester United. That's impressive. That is impressive. As for ourselves, have we got any deals coming through? Well, believe it or not, yes. And this is the worrying part because people actually want Perito. £193.4 million. I think it's on the cheap side, but we're going to negotiate. That's a fact. We are going to negotiate because it's just what we do. So immediately I'm going to jump to the 290 range. We'll just see if they're budged from their original price. I haven't as of yet. That gives me plenty of wiggle room. We're going to go 285. No, they're not willing to budge. See, I won't mind selling him, but it's got to be on my terms. It's my terms or the highway, pretty much. So Dominic Archer has left for AJ Uru for 900 grand. So we're just accepting those deals now. We're currently at hour 7. On hour 7, we have 2 new additions to today's top deals. Diamo, or however you want to say him, has moved from Manchester United to Aston Villa for 117.5, and Vermeeren, central defensive midfielder, has moved from RC to Liverpool for 89.4 million. We've got some deals in the works as well. Let's see if something else can come through the pipeline. Here we are, deadline day hour 5. And what do we have? Any changes? We do have yet another change. So, Uenda, I don't know if the Q might be silent there. Right midfielder, age 23, has moved to Borussia Dortmund for £123.8 million. Looks like they're spending the money from the central defender on the right midfielder there. So, it is what it is. I would actually replace that central defender if it was me, but each to their own, as for ourselves, we've not done any more deals as yet, so we're going to crack on with the deadline day countdown. Owen Rhodes finally left the club for 3.25 million. He's gone to Al Halawati. I think that's how you say it, Al Halawati. So yeah, we've got loads of people in those positions, so it's not a problem. We're down to hour 3. No one's hit the top lot at the moment, but Gibson, right midfielder, has gone on loan. Tamiz has gone on loan as a striker. And another loan move for Caracos, a left back. There you go, there's the latest deals. So, no new signings on the last hour of the transfer deadline days for us. No new top deals of the day. The latest deals, though, going through was Awara Yinka moving to Besiktas for 10 million quid. Kelik moving from someone to someone for 19 million. And goalkeeper Yanu has moved to, I can't quite see the badges, but they moved from Monaco for £23.9 million. They are the end of the day deals. We are now done. Tick tock. The clock will stop. There we are. We are done. We are done. Okay, so we've got a load of messages that come through since the transfer day had ended. We can ignore that one. We can even ignore that and that. And all of them, and we're left with this one. So, oh, we have a new record, which we played a part in doing, actually, with our little bit of kit. But total transfer spend across all leagues was 1.8 billion. We are getting closer and closer to the 2 billion window. That's a big window. That was better than last year's, which was 1.7. So, yeah, I'm saying our 130 million definitely helped this year. Our two teams for the season, our first team squad will consist of a back line, starting from goalkeeper going up. Mikel in goal, 95 rated, which is fantastic. Back four with Gomez and Carvez on either side of the wing. Peters, new signing, 89. And Williams, current 87, but out injured for another couple of weeks. Holding up the centre line. In midfield, we've got a new midfield round collection, if you like, with Bustos now overtaking Novic on the left-hand side there. But other than that, it remains the same with Pellier and Riviere. And on the wings, on either side, we've got Piero and Andrade, as always. And new man up top, Endrick, the big 90. Moving across to our second team, this is, starting to become looking like one of our old first teams, really. Morgan in goal. We've got back four from the left to right. Jack, Horn, Stewart and Montiero. And we move up the pitch in the centre of midfield. Nevic, Bummer Gardner and Michael. Bummer Gardner. Something like that. And then the top three line from Novak on the left, Leach up top and Webster on the right. That's the lineup for the seasons. So currently, after 3 games, 2 for ourselves, but 3 for everyone else by the looks of it, we sit pretty close to the top on 6 points. We have 1 goal against, 5 goals for, giving us a goal difference of 4, which isn't too bad. We haven't lost, we haven't drawn, and we've won 2. So we are unbeaten. Yay! That's 2 games in, though. Anything can happen throughout the rest of the league. As always, I shall see you on the flip side when we start January. Okay, we're back. It's 3rd of January, so January has just come across. And look at the table to the left. We're top. We are top of the league. See, we are top of the league. What a contrast to the last season. Let's go through it all. So there's actually 4 teams that have only lost 3 games. The difference being for us is we haven't drawn as many. So we're top clear by 4 points over Spurs in second, 6 points over third Manchester United, and joining them in third place / fourth is Crystal Palace, only goal difference separating. The big difference that I can completely see straight away, bring my mouse alive, the biggest difference, the thing that's changed our fortunes around is obviously the goalkeeper and the central defensive changes that we made. Crappy FC have only conceded 17 goals all season. 17. The nearest person to us I can see, I'm trying to use my mouse to scroll down. Oh no, what I've done. What have I done? All right, hang on. Wrong one. There we go. Let's just scroll down. Let's see who's the nearest person with the least amount that conceded goals. They're down in 9th. It's Newcastle with 19. There you go. That's our closest challengers when it comes to goals scored against. Liverpool 21's not far off. Goals scored 52. So we're still scoring as many goals as we did the seasons previous. The difference this time is we're not conceding as many. That's fantastic. The downside is that's bound to leave some offers at the start of January. And would you believe it? It's Perito who's had offers already in for him, which we don't like. I don't like it. We've actually got quite a few offers coming through the doors for various players, but it's the Perito ones that worry me the most. Yeah. Not loving that one. But, as always, we are going to negotiate. Although my price might have gone up. So, market value wise, he's now worth an easy 300. I'm going to say 308. Yeah, 308.5. Obviously, they're not going to even come close to that, are they? So we're going to bump that back up to 300. We're going to drop it down by a couple of million. They should reject. Oh my god. 264. Oh, I'm going to stall it for a minute. I've got to think about this. This is big. This is big. In fact, I'm not even going to go back into negotiations on camera for that one. I know I'm a mean-spirited man, aren't I? We'll leave that as a surprise. And I'll get through the rest as well. Other than the transfer deals, let's have a look in the squad hub. What we really want to do is look at stats. So games played across the board. Wow. I was not expecting this. Leach has started 31 games. That has blown my mind. Where is... Hendrick started only 3 games. What is going on? Why has the AI not picked Hendrick? He's going to walk out on. Wow. That's a shocker. He's only played 3 and he's scored 7 goals. Europa League, he played 1 game, nothing. Premier League, he's played 2 games, scored 7 goals. So he got a hat-trick in one and 4 in another? Or he get 5 in one and 2 in another? And he's not... That's... Wow. So, and most appearances is by Hugo Leach. Amazing. And he's having a really good season as well. 20 goals and 10 assists with 10 clean sheets. That's, I mean, I'm speechless. Speechless. Next up is Butos, or Bustos, however you want to say it. 30 appearances for him, 29 for Piero and Jack, the left back. Wow. Okay. This is just bizarre. I have no idea why this is the case, but it is the case. Right, top goal scorer is Perito, 22 goals. Leach on 20. Next off, it's Novak with 11. Novak played 27 games. Wow, something's really gone wrong. Adrode's only played in 6. Okay. I have no idea what's happened. This is a little bit weird. I can't lie. Right, moving on to assists. It's Leach. Riviera with 8. Perito with 7. I mean, this is a little... Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. When it comes to goalkeepers, which is the key. 26 for Mikel, and he's got 9 clean sheets. Where's the other goalie we got? Where's Morgan gone? I know he should have played 1 or 2 games. Played 5 games. And he's kept 3 clean sheets in those games. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at attributes then. Hendrick's still on a 90. Good. Peters is 89. Pereira 89. Okay, so really nothing's changed on that front. Financials. Mikel's actually dropped. Burrito's increased. And Hendrick has dropped. Peters has dropped. Okay, so yeah, alright. So let's check morales out. So Stuart is unhappy. Right, I think what we could do is renegotiate a contract with him. That seems to always make him a little happier. So I'm happy to start off at 55,000 a week. And we'll go to about 80. I think that's a fair trade there. You can sign off on these, wage, no clauses, and it's gone down to rotation, which will help with everything else. Okay, I'm just zooming through anyone unhappy with their contract. Yes, Riviera wants a new deal. Okay. Okay, let's get him a new deal. Let's start him on 80. And I'm willing to go up to about 115 at the top end. He's going to accept the 80. That's fantastic news for us. Apart from a few people with playtime issues, our contracts are now sorted. Now, The one I'm really worried about is how Hendrick's still really happy, but he's worried about the playtime. I don't get that. I mean, mind boggles, right? The mind boggles. So, yeah, okay, right. Fair enough. We're going to continue from here. We've got a little bit of cash in the bank. I've got no particular plans on signing anyone at the minute. But things can always change, especially if any options come out or anyone that's just too good to turn down comes up for that amount of money. We'll see, and we'll see what life throws at us, really. Now, first player leaving and out the door, Harrison Allison. He moves for £870,000 to Hanover. Second player going out the door, Lewis Barker. He moves to Real Betis for 2.5. Well, I can now tell you one thing for certain. We're in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. That I didn't realise we were even in. And we just drew 2-2 with Bournemouth in, I believe it was the first leg. Going through it, Andrade is playing and he scored, and Perito scored. But other than that, I'm not sure Hendrick's performing. Hence maybe why he's not being chosen for the first team. So we've finally passed the third round of an FA Cup. Finally! Against Reading 3-0. And on the plus side, Hendrick's on the score sheet. Finally. He's actually playing a game. That makes a change. I thought he'd bring you back for this one. We're still in the Europa League, but look who's in the Europa League with us. It's Real Madrid. And look where Real Madrid are at the moment. They're 17th, we're 4th respectively. Crazy days ahead. Oh, God. What have I done? What have I done? Perito. Where are you going? Why? Pablo Perito. I'll let him go to Spurs. £325 million. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. To let such a talent leave. And now we have to replace him. That is not going to be easy, but we're going to do our best. 4 days till deadline day, and then we've got 10 hours of deadline day to go. We'll have a pretty penny to spend. Let's actually currently have a look. 355. Oh, that is quite a bit, actually. I am intrigued, though, exactly how much we got for him, for Perito. As an interest, Real Madrid have received an offer for one of their players, Demir, by Bournemouth of all people. Okay. We'll have a look in a minute. So we ended up with, so we lost 20 million basically out of that deal. Board kept the rest. It's a little bit harsh. But yeah, right, we're going to crack on. I'll see you deadline day. So we're on deadline day. The first hour, no transfers have been concluded. No transfers. Only a couple of loans that have been created, but there are rumours abound of players going here, there and everywhere. So yeah, watch this space. I'm going to try and do some deals pretty instantly. So let's see what happens there. Okay, I've done something crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've re-signed Perito, okay? I couldn't find anyone. I mean, Yamin. Forget his name now. From the Barcelona kid, right? He wanted like £390,000 a week, which meant I didn't have the money to pay the fee and bring him in. So, Perito's back, and we technically have made a profit on him. We bought him for £215 million. They said we could get him cheaper. We really couldn't get him cheaper. That was a fact. But what can I say? Okay, he's one of us. He's one of us again. He is one of us again. Yeah, it's a shrewd bit of business. That still leaves with 136 million. We did good, right? We did good. We did really good there. I mean, you could say that's a little bit of a cheaty. Yes, you're probably right. It was a little bit of a cheaty. But if we have a look at today's top deals, it's just us. Perito at 2.15 million. So when you think about it, the club made 20 million quid. Or just shy of 25 million quid, I think. We got 300 million from that deal. We've now spent 215, so we made 75 million pound of pure profit and about 10 million, say, club profit. And then on the original sale, we already made 20 plus million on club profit. So, all in all, I'm very happy that we've screwed Spurs over. Yeah. But yeah, no, I do think we could do something with the remaining cash that we have to help solidify our position in the league over Spurs. So, which would be really nice. Okay, that would be nice. But only time will tell on that front. Okay, we're only down to hour 9. We're only down to hour 9. Okay, and we already had almost a second £200 million signing. Demir, the counter-attacking midfielder, we've had our eye on him, but we don't really have space for him. Has moved to Bournemouth for basically 200 million. I mean, 199.1. So basically 200 million. And then third, bringing up the rear, is Sayers, a right back, moving over to Wolves for just shy of 60 million pounds. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff indeed. I'm still active because I've got money to burn. Okay, I may have gone just crazy again. I've spent quite a lot of our budget. 118.5 million, which I think for this player is actually a steal. But it's still quite a lot of our budget. For a player, technically, I suppose we didn't need in some respects, but vast improvement. Jorge Pinto from Arsenal, £118.5 million, crappy FC. He's a left winger that we already have 2 decent left wingers of. So yeah, we're gonna have to sell one. But if you look at the deal there, player market value was £171 million. We got him for 118.5. The best possible deal was 107. We struggled to get 118.5. I think we did a really good job. It does mean we're a little bit shy on the cash front, but I'm sure we can figure a way of getting some money out of these teams. So if I go along to our squad hub, we're going to find our left wingers. Where are you? We've got Andrade and Novak and now Pinto. They're all very, very similar players. Just which one? Honestly, I think Novak. He's a little bit older. He's not as good. I think it's time for Novak to be on that list. And maybe we should be looking to get another right winger. I don't know. Anything could happen. On the latest deals, today's top deals on the 8-hour mark, we now dominate with 2 signings on there. Perito, the cheap move. Yes, I know. Bad me. But it's okay because I pulled one fast one over Spurs, and many Arsenal fans will love that. Demir and then Pinto. So yeah, with Pinto, I'm not sure if he used to be one of our players anyway, a long time ago. He could have come up from the youth academy. The name rings a bell. You'll go Pinto, but it doesn't matter. We've got him. He's ours. Prieto and Pinto are both on our team now. We're on hour 8. I would say our business is done, but it's never done really. We're down to hour 5 and we've hit another £100+ million sale or buy or transfer, however you like to say it. It's Samu, the striker, moving yet again. I think this is about the 3rd window he's moved now. He's gone from RC Strasbourg to PSG for £157.6 million. Any other into today's top still? Yeah. Kuleveski has moved from Bayer Leverkusen to Crystal Palace, returning back to the Premier League at age 30 for £105.2 million. He's going to play against his old team, Spurs. On other news, it looks like Castro, the goalkeeper at Crystal Palace, who did so well last season, is now out on loan. Interesting there. But yeah, hour 5, nothing's happened yet for us since then. So we're down to the last hour, no more ins and outs for us. And today's top deals are as followed. It's Perito moving to ourselves, Crappy FC, for 215 million. Demir moving to Bournemouth for 200 million. And Samu moving for 160 million to PSG. Today's top deals, the latest deal sees Dribbling move to Aston Villa, Roberts to someone I've never heard of, and Dolberg to another one I've not really noticed the badge. There are some rumours, but the deals probably won't get over the line now, as it's probably too late. And that is all she wrote. So we're going to check out the latest things. We're not worried about that. The transfer window has closed. Wow! A January transfer window. Just literally 40 million off of a £2 billion window. That's insane. A new record, £1.9 billion. Yes, we did help a lot with that, which is great. We like that. Right, so we're going to crack on with the rest of the season. Hopefully, we will have cup finals to go to, and we'll bring you for those.
The two teams have fought hard to get to this stage, the final of the Carabao Cup. But the fact remains there can be just one winner. This is the time when the talking has to stop and the action finally begins. A warm welcome to Wembley from me, Derek Ray.
Okay, so it's the Carabao Cup final, and we are on the defensive straight away against Manchester City. However, my new centre-back's got pace, bro. Yeah. Free kick for Crappy FC. Now, I've seen this done where someone actually can score from here. I'm not going to try that. I'm going to lap it right down there.
And the cross goes in.
Not quite what I wanted it to do. It was meant to be lower than that, but he still chipped it. Now they've got identical free kick down on our side, so it's now our turn to defend. They've gone short. Good tackle. Seriously, you're not going to give me a counter opportunity. Option for Manchester City again. Be careful, yeah. I'm not going to cut back on me. He's going to go for goal himself. Oh, that was close. Oh, that's not even funny, bro. That's not even funny. Whoa. Take that. Take that. Not the ball forward. That's too far. That's not fair. This game could go on. Oh, Hendrick. Oh, that was close.
20 minutes remaining.
Hendrick's got another opportunity here. Oh, Hendrick's through on goal, son. He's not going to miss this all day long. Oh, no! Overconfidence and overcocky. We're in the 80th minute now. We've got another attack. It's fine. Looks like Pinto's going to pick up the ball. Looking for a crossing opportunity. We've got one. What was he thinking? What? Oh no! Apparently it's 1-0 to us. I don't remember when we scored. I'm not going to complain too much.
Well, he's certainly not alone.
He should get there, he should get there, he should get there, he should get there, he should get there.
Prieto.
Damn.
Defending to stop them progressing. And it's all over.
Well, I didn't actually score, but we won anyway, so
they've done it.
I don't get it. I thought
They certainly have.
you play the highlights
as well. They were the better team today. They were absolutely excellent.
We won 1-0. I don't know how we won 1-0 there, ladies and gents.
And now it's
But we did. I'm not going to complain.
these very special celebratory moments.
Well, just look at the joy on these players' faces. Absolutely incredible.
Is this the start of a fantastic season where we win
And
loads
now
of
for the
trophies?
moment of
I can't tell you. All I can tell you is we've won this one. Somehow.
Well, this is what they were dreaming of before the game. To come and pick this trophy up. What a performance from them.
Yes, a performance that has impressed absolutely everyone.
And Chivas is up there, slapping everyone's hand. He's going to be holding that cup up. Oh.
A sweet taste of success. It has been quite the journey, and it comes to an end in style on the big stage.
And now...
So there we go. Crappy FC did win that one. Is it going to show me? I suppose it's going to tell me the goal score was now, does it? It didn't. It didn't show me. I can tell you we're still first in the Premier League though, because I can see that right there. There you go. Right. Well, we're going to carry on now, and I'll see if there's any other cup finals or whatnot.
We have all been waiting for. Two of the best going head to head.
Best believe it, Europa League final, baby.
Well, this is it. The excitement is palpable and the wait is finally over. My name's Guy Mowbray. I'm joined by Sue Smith, as always, on these special...
So, Bologna are going to start this one off with an attack. On the 7th minute, we've got to defend this one. It shouldn't be too difficult to... We do get a counter-attack. This is what we're after. Big through ball there through. Burrito's got to be through on goal. Someone give him an option.
And the cross is blocked.
Actually, yeah, no, they did that well. I didn't even think they were going to block my cross, to be honest. Now it looks like we're a lone defender. Have it. Counter-attack. Hendricks through.
Mr. B. And there it is.
1-0. 1-0, baby. Hendrick, baby. Long cross by Crappy FC. We've got another attack, really, then. Hendrick's going to get there. He's going to square the ball through.
It's another goal. And a healthy lead in the
Pinto picks up another one off the left-hand wing, making it 2-0 in under 15 minutes. It's all Crappy, baby. It's all Crappy FC. Opportunity for Bologna this time round. Now we're on the 19th minute, but we could get a counter-attack if we can get the ball off quick. They read the challenge well there.
Nicola Moro.
Not that time. We have to counter-attack. We're on. Big, long through ball. He's got the pace. Pinto's got the pace. He's beat his man.
Real opportunity.
Squares the ball. Oh!
And the ball is still alive.
Ball is still alive.
Must finish.
Shot from Pirito.
Pretty good save.
In there, Riviera. 3-0.
Where was his defense? That is inexcusable.
The Ginger Ninja from Argentina. Get in, son. 3-0. It's what? I think we're still in the first half as well, aren't we? What's an opportunity?
And into the box it goes. More defensive work to do.
Oh,
here.
that was a poor directional header.
Come to anything.
That was my bad. It's very poor direction. We're still in the first half. Crappy No, no, we're in the second half now. We're attacking the other way. I didn't quite put enough pace on the through ball. Another counter attack. It seems to be all crappy this time. Big over the top there. He's got the pace as Perito. He's got the pace.
Could be a chance.
He's got the pace.
That's a nice cutback.
That's not where I meant to put the ball, though. That was my bad. All right. Okay, they've got a corner. We're doing well. He's going short. He's going short. No, that was a trickery. It's all right. I got my head to it.
Hasn't amounted to much.
I got my head to it. Oh, they've got a second corner. Minutes later. I'm going to keep an eye out for that run of the short. He's not going short. Oh, he's getting that. Was sneaky. It doesn't matter. We've got there.
And that full-time whistle will sound so sweet. They've done it.
That's 2 years in a row we've won the Carabao Cup and the European competition we're in. Is this an omen? Does that mean next season is the Champions League?
Look what it means on both sides of the coin. The joy is clear to see, as is the disappointment. Wonderful scenes.
Oh, you've got to enjoy every second of this, haven't you? It's a huge achievement.
They're getting used to winning trophies now. That's the good thing.
And now the players gather their thoughts. The handshakes begin, and they go up to receive their prizes.
Well, the hard work and the dedication, it makes it all
Who's the captain in this team at the moment? I have no idea. He's
so many
still
emotions running through the heads of all of these players. And now the big moment. The trophy lift itself.
Oh, just listen to that atmosphere.
That should bring us nicely to... I'm checking the very last game of the season. There's no FA Cup, so we must have got kicked out of the FA Cup. We can check that in a little while. That's no problem. Okay, so where are we? Standings. 3 points above Spurs, both on the same games. We have the goal difference. We also have the goal against us. Only the 36 conceded and 80 goals scored. So we've scored slightly less than we have in previous seasons, just slightly. However, our overall with the goals against has been much better. Much better. So almost double where we were halfway through the season, but still much better. And the only team that can threaten our title is Spurs, but they would need to win. We would need to lose, and they would have to score... would have to have a really heavy defeat, and then have to score something ridiculous like 20 goals. Yeah, I can't see that happening. I'm pretty certain that we are already the Premier League champions. Mathematically, technically, we do still need to do something with this game, whether it be a win or a draw. Well, there's no more games to play, so we'll check the stats out, and we do have a trophy parade. With our 3 trophies, we've done the lesser treble. So we are the champions, my friends. Yeah, treble winners, baby. Just the lesser of the trebles, but a treble's a treble, right? A treble is a treble. And here we are, officially coming to the end of the season. First in the Premier League. 5th in the Emirates FA Cup. That's where we ended up. We'll go to standings in a moment. We won the EFL Cup, and we got the group stages or whatever that was, and we won the Europa League. So let's go to the standings, shall we? Starting off with the Europa League, our journey, if you will. Hang on, going the wrong way here. So our journey from final backwards. That's how we're going to do it. The semi-finals, we had Frankfurt, which we beat 5-3 on aggregate, 3-2 on the final game. Quarter-finals, we beat Spurs 5-4 on aggregate, 3-2 on the night. Round of 16. I see a theme coming along here. We're not on that page. There we go. We beat Fc25, that one. We beat them 5-0 on the night, 6-1 on aggregate. Did we? I don't think we were in the playoffs, were we? No, we were in the league when we came second with just one loss and one draw. Bologna, but we were joint top. Bologna just had a better goal difference, and believe it or not, that's who we ended up facing in the final. So that was quite fitting, really. Yeah, interesting there. Very interesting. Moving on. We weren't in the UEFA League anyway. Premiership, we ended up with 77 points. Spurs obviously lost their last game. Grand total of 82 for, 36 against, giving us a grand total of 46 on the goal difference. The winners of the FA Cup was Chelsea. They beat Arsenal 2-0. But going back, did we go out in the semis? No, we didn't. Arsenal beat Burnley and Chelsea beat Stoke City. Round 6. We weren't in round 6 either. Round 5. There we go. That's the one where we get kicked out. We lost to Arsenal 3-2. There we have that one. I've just gone back the wrong way. Sorry. And the Carabao Cup, which I think we've already been through, but we'll go through it again just in case. We beat Man City 1-0 in the final without actually scoring. It's a mystery to me, but I'm going to take it. The semi-finals, we absolutely smashed Bournemouth 8-3 on aggregate, 6-1 on the night. In the quarterfinals, beat Liverpool 2-1. Round of 4, we beat Leyton Orient on penalties. Wow, Leyton Orient took us to penalties. Oof. Round 3. We beat Reading 4-0, and in round 2, not sure when we joined this competition, you see. We beat Leeds United 3-1 in round 1. I can't see us at all, so we must have joined in round 2. There you go. I can't see my stats. I thought I'd be able to see my stats from here. FC Hub. Okay. Right. There you go. I can't actually see the stats. Okay, standings. Yeah, but I can't see stats. Oh well, I do apologise for that. We don't get to see all the goal scores. But yeah, it was a really good season. We've won a lot. Next season, the objective isn't really to change. Next season, we know we're going to be in the Champions League because we won our European competition and we won the Premier League. So basically, we should be in it twice. You can't be in it twice, but we're in it anyway. So yeah, the whole emphasis of the next season is the Champions League. That's the only trophy we need to win, and need to win to complete the journey. So join us then. I think what we're going to be aiming to do is improve the squad. How must you say, considering our top lineup is 90, 90 and 90 now. Yeah, I got to think of that one. We've got better at the back, we're better in attack, and midfield's now getting solid. I don't know how I'm going to be able to actually. Who won that? Arsenal's Grand Chris. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we've got to do it. So join me for that one. Don't forget to check the rest of the content on the channel. There's plenty of stuff to do. Check out Farming Simulator. It's absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, watch Droodle. I can't stress that enough. Watch Droodle. It's one of my favourite things to film and make. And check out Eddie's channel when you do as well. That's Honest Eddie. Until next time, as always, this has been MattyG on the channel. Peace out. Booyah!